Shout out to Money Brown, man. Earnest Junior. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money, that's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one right here is on two young stars in this fight game. We got Gervonta Tank Davis, that killer, that gorilla out of Baltimore, the 3-division world champion. We all know Tank is the hottest young star from 140 on down, and hotter than some fighters above 140. Then we have Teofimo Lopez, the takeover. Teo, the former unified lightweight world champion, just lost his titles to George Kambosos. And, Gervonta want to let Teo know, man, listen, you got to stay focused. You got to finish the job, but you can't look too far ahead in this fight game. You got to take it one fight at a time. I want y'all to listen to what Tank had to say, and y'all know Money B will be back with the great assessment, family.
Teofimo Lopez Sr. said, after Kambosos, we've talked to Top Rank. We got Josh Taylor in April, and then we want Tank Davis in September of 2022.
They don't call them shots, but if that's what they want, they got Josh Taylor. They should focus on Josh Taylor then, not me. And he got a fight in front of him already. But I'm here to make whatever fight happen.
Y'all heard what Tank said, man. He said, well, they got Josh Taylor. Well, they need to be focused on Josh Taylor and not me, saying that's the fight before me. And then, like he said, they got a fight in front of me, in front of him already, saying George Kambosos. You shouldn't look past no opponent. You shouldn't look past no opponent. And that's what Tank was alluding to when he was saying those things. You know what I mean? But with Teo, Teo believe in his skill set, he believe in his talent. He screamed it's the takeover. He believed that it's the takeover. I don't have no problem with that at all. Because in this fight game, you got to have that confidence in yourself, to knowing that you can beat anybody and that you can't be beat. You got to have that confidence. But with that confidence and with knowing that you can beat everybody and that you can't be beat, you got to put in the hard work. You got to dedicate yourself. You got to be disciplined. And you can't drop the ball. You know what I'm saying? You can't drop the ball. But the thing about this fight game is you can only fight one fight at a time. You can only fight one fight at a time. And I think Teofimo Lopez lost track of that. You know what I mean? He really did lose track of that. Pinpointing George Kambosos as just somebody you fit to walk through because of what you've seen on tape and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You as the fighter, you can't be doing those things. Gervonta Tank Davis, he has my guy Isaac Pitbull Cruz in front of him. And Tank is only focusing on Isaac Pitbull Cruz. That's it. That's all. That's the only fight that you need to focus on. One fight at a time. You don't hear Tank talking about, this fighter, that fighter, this fighter, that fighter. He's just focused on Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And he got to go in there and handle his business, right? And finish the job. Because guess what? If Tank don't get past Isaac Pitbull Cruz, it ain't nothing after that. Nothing. This is the professional rankings. This is not amateurish or none of that shit. Every fight counts in this game. I don't give a fuck how big, how small. Every fight counts in this game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get through that fight to get to the next fight. Period. Whether the big fight is the big shit bang bang or not. You got to get through this fight to get through the next fight. And that's one thing I do like about Tank. They do stay focused on just his opponent, who he's facing. No matter what y'all say, no matter if y'all don't like the opponent or none of that shit. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. As we seen in the Teo fight. We seen George Kambosos go in there and put on a hell of a display of a performance. I say put on a hell of a display of a performance. You dig? Teo fought his ass off as well. I'm not just going to make it like Teo didn't fight, but that's the thing with Teo. He just went in there and he fought. He went in there and he fought. He didn't use his mind. He didn't use the skills that he possessed. He didn't use his jab. He didn't go to the body when he should have. He emptied out his gas tank too damn early. Went out there just going crazy, going wild. You didn't see that patient Teofimo Lopez like the patient that he had in the Lomachenko fight. He was very fucking patient in that Lomachenko fight and took what Lomachenko gave him. But because he thought he was more superior than George Kambosos, and he just thought George Kambosos was a walkthrough, not being smart, not being sharp, not staying ready to get in there with anybody, treating every fight like a world championship fight, because there was a world championship fight against an undefeated fighter who didn't know how to lose and who was hungry and knew he had an opportunity of a lifetime to steal off your plate. to steal off your plate and not just take your food, but take your thunder, take your belts. You feel me? And take some of your confidence. I say take some of your confidence, because somewhere down the line, being as young as Teofimo Lopez, his confidence dropped. He's just going to have to build it back up, whether it come in the next fight or the fight afterwards. You understand what I'm saying? But what Gervonta Davis is saying is, man, you got to stay focused, bro. You got to stay focused. You can't be worrying about me, homie. Just like I can't be worrying about you. I can't be worrying about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia and Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis and Keith Thurman and all these fights they trying to link me to. I can't be tripping off of that. I got to worry about this young pit bull coming in, trying to bite my ass up and trying to take what I got. You feel me? Take off my plate. Take my thunder. Take some of my confidence. I can't let him go like that. You feel me? I can't let that go like that. I got to go on this motherfucker 120% focus only on him. Only on him. What he like to do good. What he like to do bad. What's his habits. You know what I'm saying? This the fight that I'm in. And this is a grown man across from me. A grown man that can crack and got heart. So I can't fall to the wayside and let somebody get me checkmated on my check. Boy, that's the thing with these fighters nowadays as well. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these motherfuckers like to criticize Canelo because Canelo moved the way he moved on this chessboard, like Floyd moved on this chessboard, like Oscar moved on this chessboard, like Sugar Ray Leonard moved on this chessboard. That they fall short to make the right moves on their own chessboard because they let other people make their moves for them, bro. They let other people make their moves for them. And that's where you fucks up. This is the game of life, baby. Chess is the game of life. You dig? So if you ain't making your next move your best move, you're slipping. You're slipping on your pimping. You feel me? You got to be smart out there, man. You got to be smart. You're blowing it, kid. You're blowing it. You got to be smart, bro. And that don't mean that you out there, you ducking nobody, you doing this like people are screaming, put out there in the fucking world. That just mean, listen, man, this is chess, not checkers, dog. This is chess, not checkers. Because you got to understand, if you take a loss in this game, the people are going to chew your ass up. They are, bro. Fans are fickle. One day fans will be riding with you. They acting like they love you. They care for you. Rah, rah, rah. We riding to the end. Da, da, da. As soon as you take that first L, oh, man, he a bitch, man. He was all hype. He ain't shit, man. Look how he went in there. He got whooped by this dude. Come on, man. He wasn't supposed to do that, man. He this, he that, and this. You know what I'm saying? Fans are fickle, man. They'll jump off the bandwagon in a minute. They'll jump off the bandwagon in a minute. So you got to make sure you put yourself in the best position when you go out there fighting these top caliber opponents and these undefeated fighters and these grown ass men, that you are ready for whatever, dog. That you're ready for whatever, that you didn't leave no stone unturned, and that you train hard for this fight just like it was the biggest fight of your career. And that's the thing that these fighters must stay disciplined about. Train for every fight like it's the biggest fight of your career, because every fight is the biggest fight of your career. You gets nowhere. I mean, you gets nowhere if you don't win a fight in front of you. Am I right? Am I wrong, family? I'm going to say it again. You gets nowhere if you don't win the fight in front of you. Am I right or am I wrong? So every fight in your career is the biggest fight of your career, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So when I look at this situation, man, I'm looking at Gervonta Davis staying focused. I'm respecting that. I'm respecting that. Now, in the ring, it's going to show. It's going to show in the ring. You know what I'm saying? But listen to what Tank said, man. I got to congratulate him on that, bro. You know, you shouldn't be focusing about me. You should be focusing on the fight that's in front of you. You did? You shouldn't be focused about me. You should be focusing on Josh Taylor if that was your next fight. But, you know, when you get too big-headed, your head get in the clouds and you're thinking that you just untouchable, right? Untouchable. Then, you know, things start going wrong. I remember they asked Gervonta Tank Davis, hey, and it was Ellie said back, hey, Tank, what do you think about Mayweather? Mayweather said you can break all his records. Tank said, man, I'm not worrying about that shit. You feel me? I don't fall into all that. I ain't worrying about that. I'm worried about this next fight. Because the minute you start worrying about those things, it's the minute things start going wrong. That's the minute things start going wrong. And listening to Floyd say a whole lot of shit. Floyd be up at the podium, you know, Tank remind me of a young Mayweather and this, that, and the third. Floyd, yeah, Terrence Crawford remind me of a Mayweather. Earl Spence remind me everybody remind him of a goddamn Mayweather. So Floyd don't want nobody to break his goddamn record, so Tank ain't stupid. Tank, I'm not listening to that shit, bro. If Floyd wanted me to break his records, then Floyd be putting the fights on for me to break his records. Let that make sense. Ooh, I don't want to hit him that hard. But at the end of the day, no shouts out to Floyd, that's my GOAT, but the facts are the facts. The facts are the facts. But Gervonta Davis want to go in there. He want to do his job against Pitbull Cruz. Show people that you got to stay focused on the task at hand. I get in her. If I knock out Cruz, it just shows you I moves on to the next. Cruz ain't no pushover at all. A lot of people go say, well, you know, Cruz too small for Tank. And Tank, he's still fighting this fight and that fight. I understand Cruz was a, he was a step-in, man. He was a step-in for Rolly Romero. Rolly fucked the fight up, and Cruz came in and saved the day. Shouts out to Isaac Cruz for stepping up in a short amount of time, you know what I mean, standing in the gym, not having a full training camp for Gervonta Davis, because somebody like Tank, you do need a full training camp for it. But y'all know my motto, once you sign that dotted line, I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses. So, we'll see how Tank get in there December the 5th. Pay-per-view. Money Brown will be buying it to see how he handle his business against Pitbull Cruz, who's going to be bringing it, who's going to try to get in there and be victorious against Gervonta Tank Davis, knowing the opportunity, knowing this is the big stage and that he can make his name even bigger if he can defeat Tank or even just give Tank as a tough fight and give him a run for his money. You know what I'm saying? With Teofimo Lopez, man, we'll see how T.O. bounce back. It's all about bouncing back like a champion, T.O. at the end of the day. Everybody took a loss. It's a whole lot of greats that took a loss. This one loss ain't going to define your career, but it's up to you to bounce back the right way. It's up to you to get the right training. It's up to you to stay focused and get in there and do what you got to do to become a world champion again. And I do believe Teofimo Lopez will be a world champion again. The kid got too much skills, too much talent. He's just damn good, bro. He's just damn good. One loss don't define somebody to me, bro. It don't. It's all about how you bounce back. You dig? It's all about how you bounce back. Now, we're not rolling with everything T.O. saying after the fight, what is Papa saying, things of that nature. But we know those just emotions running high. You feel me? So I'm going to give him a pass on that. But I will see how he bounce back in his career. Keep your head strong, stay up, and do what you got to do, man. You feel me? The thing of the game is make sure you get the last laugh. Period. Just make sure you get the last laugh. So shouts out to Teofimo Lopez, man. Continue grinding. Get yourself back in position. Shouts out to Tank. Guard 37 to fit. Do your thing, King. You know I'll be rooting for you. Shouts out to Pitbull Cruz stepping in, saving the day. And most definitely shouts out to George Kambosos, who became the new unified lightweight world champion. Until then, it's your boy Money. It's the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHampton52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the videos. And y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.